This is Justin Amazon on Monday, August 6th, 2018, with a look at the pre-market. And going back into the last two trading days, we had a massive run up, came all the way up into 1841. And it looks like it's coming back down into this price for like a really nice S curve, like a really large S curve potentially. If you look in just this area, it looks like, again, a similar thing where it's curving down, up, and pulling back a little bit. This looks like the buy point on an S curve here. Just like, this area is the buy point on a bigger S curve here. So to me, it looks all fractal. You just have these patterns that repeat at smaller time frames, smaller intervals. So if we hold this low, that'd be around 1820. It'd be great if it came down to 1815, but if it does that, then it does actually seem like it pulls back a little bit further, despite what it's doing here. So very really interested to see how it interacts with this range of this kind of channel that it entered back into, especially coming up to the 1841. And then if this is the buy point, we'll see about having a target up at 1841 also, or 1841 and 30 cents, I think is what it is. So, but as we're about to open, we are nearly the middle of the range here, a little bit low. And so there may be some indecision early on, and just better to wait, be a little more patient. So instead of getting in with some of this chop, wait till it starts to give smaller candles and drifts or moves in a particular direction. So that's the setup. That's the, or at least that's the concept of what's going on, a big S curve into a little S curve. And we'll step into the day. So first candle of the day is a high wave candle, a little more bullish than bearish since it's a bullish candle. But a good range, under $10, and similar to what we've seen last couple of days. Much lower volume than we had on Friday. So just be interested to see how it interacts with the ranges here. So the low on this candle is 1821 and 19 cents, which is really similar to this one and pretty close to this one as well. But yeah, really interesting that there are people buying at these levels yesterday or Friday, and they're the ones buying here again today. So continues to move up a little bit and then right back down. The low here is 1824. The low here is, wait, that didn't look right. The low here, 1821.30. Low here is 1821.19. There you go. So about 11 cents off from one another. And then this actually takes out that low, but then bounces. Bounces really strong. This is a larger candle than we had at the open. This was just a wick. So bullish engulfing. This looks like it's going to continue a little higher, and it does. And then it flags, has somewhat of an inside candle, or if you merge them, it would be that. And then actually looks like it's making a double top. So this being a retest of the double top, this being the double top as it rolls back down. So we'll see now if we get back down to this price, or if we somehow just reverse here and continue on up. Either one is definitely possible. And some sideways action, 15, 20, 25 minutes of not much change. And then we have a couple indecision candles, and then it starts to break out. So it had been falling under the 21 exponential. Now it's actually breaking out from there, and we'll see how it continues up. So immediately pulls back down. Okay, so here's a triangle here. Here's another triangle here. And it just looks like it's trying to continue to grind higher. So continuing on that bullish path, if you had gotten an entry up here and a stop down here, then maybe about break even, and then you're breaking out, getting more bullish. There you go. Look at that. What was that price? 1841.17, and our price is at 1841.30. Yep. So really close to that value, 13 cents off. So now it's for a bit of a morning. Evening star reversal. Actually click the right button. There we go. So this is another consolidation here, another triangle-esque appearance to the candles, and this is also breaking out. So this is breaking out through a known value of a support resistance. Retest of that breakout and continue higher. And then we get below it, chop around. See how we do this. There we go. So key values were this going into a rally, a pullback, indecision candles that lasted 15 minutes inside, and then the 20th minute or somewhere in there actually looked more bullish than bearish. And even though that line's right there, because it made it up here, target could easily be up at this level, which would hopefully be our M2R for that kind of trade. So that is the 5 minute. If we jump over to calls, we can see this triangle breakout. You can see where it bounced here and then double topped. And what you could have done to take advantage of that is just be more patient and waiting for some consolidation to form. And then that really moved. Had you bought at the open, or not at the open, but let's say you bought at a value that you thought was a resistance up here. If we go back to 5, that was, let's see, double top there, double top there. I'm just looking for any indication to say, hey, this isn't really going to work out. But had you bought down here at the lows, down here where it looked like it was breaking down below this value, that could have been a massive risk to reward. That would have been buying here at like 6 and stopped out at 5 and flipping it at 9 or 950, something like that, and then trying to repeat it down here. Same prices, could have bought at 6 by 5 and then just let that go sideways. Not that you know it's going to do that, but then it breaks out and easily could have made the trade that was set up with like a breakout or something, or had you could have just repeated the trade. Sorry, is all I'm trying to say. Is you could have repeated here. If you had tried to play up here, thinking it's just pull back, it's a flag, and it's going to bounce, probably got stuck out. And then this one, the open one, would have gone from 6 to 9. This could go from 6. You could exit at 9, or here at 9, or you could have held on until you got some sort of reversal signal and gotten out at 12, 13, possibly, something like that. So you've got a few more are on that sort of a move possible, but it's just a matter of reading the charts and figuring out what was the expectation of what we do, how it was actually moving. We actually put in a lower high and a higher high, which should mean this is an engulfing candle. Yes, this is an engulfing candle, and it gapped up and closed above the previous day's close. So it's like a one-weight soldier and bullish engulfing candle. So just sounds cool, but it just means that look at this gap, look at how this could move. It could just rally. So if we look at puts, that's calls. Sorry. So if we look at puts, maybe something with a double top here, maybe an indecision candle there. Let's see, possibly a little bit here, and this is just losing value all day long. So nothing really moved out of that except maybe 1230. Not even 2R with $100 risk. Yeah, so that was this indecision right here that pulled back. That's something that could have been bearish on a short term. And that would have been somewhere here and there a little bit, but we should find the money for doing that at 1825. So and then if we switch back over to daily, you can see we're contending with similar prices from a previous all-time high that got replaced here, then here. And I'm not exactly sure where this uptrend channel is actually supposed to be right now. So I'm still debating whether to just take it off. I mean, we're back into the same range. I just don't know if it's reliable to go off of those. locations on the 5-minute that we're looking at. So anyway, we're looking at this to continue higher. It'd be great if it switched over and had a little more bullish momentum, but we'll see what happens. Hope you enjoyed the video. This is just AMZN. Thanks.